Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 14, 2021. I want to cover top electric vehicle stocks. So with that, let's look at a few stocks here. I got few images for you. First one is Foresight Autonomous. So I think it's a great stock here. They're a software play in the electric vehicle. And next we got XPEL. XPEL is again a great EV parts story. Stock has been doing great. And then you got Veoneer, again a great story. They've been doing very well. And as you know, I love electric vehicle parts stocks mainly because whatever electric vehicle car wins, these picks and shovel plays will always do pretty good. So with that, let's jump in and look at some of these stocks and see if it's worth buying at these levels. So with that, let's go. So as we look through here, we got here top electric vehicle parts stocks. As you can see here, top of the list is Superior, ticker symbol SUP. It has done great in 1 year, 382%, which is a great performance in 1 year. As you can scan through here, the stock has been doing nicely. There is also some insider buy. There is also institutional buy. This tells you this is a steady eddy stock with both insiders as well as institutions buying, and handily beats rule of 40. The quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin clearly beats rule of 40, being much more than 40 here. And they got a little bit high debt on the balance sheet, which is understandable. A smaller company with a low market cap at these levels. RSI 41 tells you stock is oversold here, also indicated by stock dropping off in 10-day, 1 month, and 3 month. There is a small turnaround here. That's why I would buy SUP at these levels here and participate in this turnaround. And then you got here Foresight Autonomous. As you can see here, right now there is no sales here. It's a nice software play here, and as you see here, stock has been falling off of late in a big drop here, and RSI indicates stock is oversold completely. So at these levels, I'm a buyer of Foresight here. I think this stock does very well at times. Last year it was a great investment, and even a year before. And then you got a couple more here. I've highlighted a few stocks for you, and also I love stocks like XPEL. Right now RSI is a little high for me. I would wait for a little pullback and then buy this stock here. Even SYPR here, I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. Nice sales, nice gross margin. RSI is a little high for me. I'll wait for a little pullback. And then you got a couple more here of Veoneer, VNE, $35 stock. Institutions are buying. That's a good sign. I think we should buy along with these institutions here. Nice sales growth, fundamentally strong company here. And as you scan through here, RSI is 52, which is okay. Not it's still okay to buy. Stock has been rebounding a little bit of late, which is good one. It's a turnaround stock and has done great for 1 year, 158%. And then you got a couple more here: Westport, STRT, ADNT, and so on and so forth. As you scan through here, many of these have got nice insider sales. For example, VOXX, nice insider sale of 30%. That tells you insiders have conviction here. I would be buying along with the insiders. Low price stock, $11.28. As you scan through here, nice fundamentals with sales growth double digits, and RSI is 53, tells you can still buy the stock. Has been turning around since last couple weeks here, but still I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. And then you can look at stocks like Goodyear, 17%. Institution sale here has done okay for 1 year, and RSI for Goodyear is also low. These guys got a little bit higher debt on their balance sheet, as you can see here. And then you got a couple more here with the TEN, Magna, one more good stock here, LKQ, DAN, CPS, and so on and so forth. As you scan through here, low RSI here, and some of them got a little bit higher debt to equity ratio and nice sales growth. Many of these automakers, auto parts plays, have been doing very well fundamentally, and stock has been doing very great in a 1 year perspective. I would be looking at many of these stocks to buy at these levels, especially ones with a low RSI. So with that, let's go through here and look at next chart here. So as you can scan through, we got a couple more stocks. Now we are getting into a little bit low performance and also negative performance in a yearly basis. So as you scan through here, we got great stocks here, and many of these stocks have got nice performance here from a sales growth perspective, but stock has been not doing great. As you see here, negative performance in 1 month, 3 month, and 6 months, and RSI is also very low here. And coupled with the, I think some of these have got high short ratio here. Stocks like you know AEVA, and we also have Hyliion, Excel Fleet, Quantum Scape, and Romeo. And those are the turnaround candidates, and they can cause a short squeeze on a positive news. I would be buying those also slowly. And look and watch here, institutions here. Institutions are buying GTX, LIDR, AEVA, and so on and so forth. It's good to buy along with these institutions here slowly, especially given RSI levels are very low here. So I would be looking to buy some of these stocks slowly and go from there. So now what we'll do is we'll look at few more stocks in little more details. We'll look at VNE, WPRT, ADNT, and Quantum Scape in a little more detail. And for that, let's jump into Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. So with that, let's go into TD Ameritrade here. Let me bring up a bigger chart. First, let's look at VNE. As you scan through VNE, I think stock has done great of late. Two big gap ups here, and RSI is still it's 57, a little high for me. So I would wait for this to cool off a little bit. We don't want to chase the stocks when they have two big gap ups like this. That's also indicated by higher volume here. As you can see here, on the balance, volume is ticking up at this time. I like to buy when the stock is down and on the balance volume is picking up, not other way around. And as you scan through here, RSI, this was a good time to buy. RSI very low here. Right now RSI is picking up. I would wait on this one a little bit. And as you scan through here, right now we got bullish scenario with the blue line above red line in the DMI chart. I would, it's okay to still buy a little bit. I would wait a little bit, wait for a little pullback, let the RSI cool down a little bit, given it's 57 right now. And as you scan through here, IV percentile is 25. That tells you you could buy call options, but I would wait here, given stock has gone up a couple times here. And check-in money flow is showing money is slowly flowing into the stock here, but not a high volume here, slowly flowing into the stock. So with that, VNE is a good one if you're a long-term holder, but I would rather wait for a little better entry point here versus chasing at the top here. So with that, let's go into squeeze chart and see what we can make out here. So in the squeeze chart by John Carter here, nothing, no squeeze here. We can just pass up and go to the next stock here. Next, let's look at the WPRT here. WPRT, on the contrary, stock has been in the trading range for a while now. As you can see here, couple quarters passed by and stock has been in the trading range, and on the balance volume is pretty steady here. That's a good sign. RSI is at a low level right now, 33, tells you stock is oversold completely. And from a DMI perspective, the blue line is below red line. Right now it's bearish. And volatility perspective very low, 12%. and check-in money flow is indicating, after a huge drop off here, now there's a small uptick here. Let's look at squeeze chart from John Carter and see what we see here. From a squeeze chart perspective, we got 1 year, 1 day chart, slow, pull back here all the way down here. And as you scan through here, no squeeze here. So this is one of those candidates. Stock chart is ugly. I would not recommend buying any call option here, given a slow pullback here, slow pullback again, slow pullback. But if you are a contrarian, you can slowly buy some stock here at these levels, especially because as you see here, there is a curve here. It's curving slowly. I see a semblance of this might be going up slowly. Here also in the longer term, in the monthly chart here, that C wave is trying to curve up here. It's already positive here. So that's why I would buy at these levels slowly. This can turn around as we go forward. So next we look at one more. It's a Adient ADNT. This stock has been dead in water for a long time. I think this was a spin-off from the old aluminum company, Alcoa, if I'm not wrong. Stock has not done great, but I think now it's taking it's giving some nice performance of late with the auto industry. So with that, as you can see here, stock chart is a little bit trading sideways here. On the balance, volume is pretty steady here. I like that. And RSI is gaining some momentum here. That tells you stock is turning around. And right now we have a bullish crossover in DMI. That's a good sign. In a couple, maybe in a day or two, we could see a bullish crossover, a blue line crossing over red line. And as you scan through here, RSI levels are very low. You could buy some long-term call option if you want, but I would rather buy stock at these levels here. Given it's been choppy in the trading range for a while, we don't want to lose money. And as you scan through here, check-in money flow is down tick here, not an uptick. So with that, let's look at TTM trade chart here from John Carter. As you can see here, we got a dot forming in a 2-day chart here, tight compression of volatility, and right now looks like it's trending down. As you can see here, still right now it's positive, but trend is down here. That's not a good sign here. And as you scan through, there's nothing else going on here. And longer term looks like it's trending up slowly. I could see something going down, going up slowly. So with that, what you can do is stock like Adient, you could wait for a little pullback here and buy slowly and take it from there. Given RSI is 47, that tells you stock is oversold at these levels. You could buy slowly at these levels. Next, let's look at one more. It's a QuantumScape. Let's go to the bigger chart here. So QuantumScape, as you can scan through, your stock is kind of done nothing for a while. As you see here, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 quarters stock has done nothing. It's a good electric vehicle battery play. They're into quantum technologies and solid state type material here. Stock has done nothing. On the balance, volume is also has done nothing much here. And as you can scan through, RSI is low here, completely oversold. And as you can see here, from a RSI perspective, barely negative here, red line above blue line here. And check-in money flow is pretty, okay, I guess, pretty flattish. That tells you, institutions may be accumulating slowly. So with that, let's go to a TTM chart here to see what we can make out here. From a TTM chart from John Carter, nothing strange here. There's no dots here. So I think one thing I noticed from a curve perspective, wave perspective, some of these waves are trending up a little bit. As you can see here, trending up, trending up here, trending up. This is already positive, and in the long term, as you can see here, that may be, I think it may be accumulating here, and as you look at here, it's above zero. So this one is a borderline candidate. So what I would typically do in these scenarios is I would buy a little bit, given stock is at a low price here, and this can create a nice upward bounce in the future, even though right now chart is ugly. So with that, as we go back here, contentscape here, one thing I really like in some of these candidates is, I see here, there is a high short ratio. Even though there is no positive sign from the stock chart, short ratio is high in stocks like contentscape, Romeo, and even Hyliion, Excel Fleet. So that's why it's okay to buy a little bit, even AEVA for that matter. It's okay to buy into this weakness when the chart is ugly and prepare yourself for a nice short squeeze in the future. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.